Hi everyone, welcome to Gallant IAS. Let's go 120 plus. Here we are going to discuss some model questions that are important for your prelims 2021. So today's topics are related with the economy. The first question is, Ram has quit his job from company X. He found out a new job in company Y. After 2 months of search, the type of unemployment he suffered during the period is called. So the question is related with unemployment. Unemployment. What is unemployment? It is a phenomenon where out of the total workforce, the number of out of the total workforce who are ready to work, number of people who do not have work, okay, who didn't get work is what the unemployment rate in the country. And this unemployment rate is drastically increasing in our country. Last year, it's around 8% of the total workforce. Okay, the unemployment rate in the country is around 8% of the total workforce. That means out of the total eligible people and those are ready to work, 8% of them do not have work. So it is a crisis. There are different kinds of unemployment: seasonal unemployment, frictional unemployment, structural unemployment, disguised unemployment. Here, the question giving us situation, and we need to find out which type of unemployment is this. Okay. So, what is the seasonal unemployment? Seasonal unemployment is the unemployment, is joblessness created due to the seasons. Okay. In certain sector, unemployment increase in that sector because of the some seasonal variations. Take the case of agriculture. After harvesting, that means at the end of a season, whether it is Gharif, Rabi, whatever, there may be a time period of no works for this farm laborers because the harvesting is over. Only when the next season is started, they will get jobs. So this time period will make them unemployed. So this seasons, okay, seasons, because of seasonal variations, unemployment created. That is what seasonal unemployment. Okay, seasonal unemployment. In most of this monsoon season, certain sectors there will not be any jobs. Okay, so that seasonal variation which creating jobs, joblessness is what seasonal unemployment. Then frictional unemployment. Actually, it was a situation when one person quitting a job in one company and he is searching jobs in another company and he gets a job after 2 months in another company. Okay, so he quit from company A and he got job from company B. But after searching for a specified time period, okay, he quit from company A in June, but he get a job in company B in August. So in July, he is unemployed. Okay, so this portion is what? Frictional unemployment. It is the job gap between quitting a job and entering another job. That is what? Frictional unemployment. Okay. Then structural unemployment. Structural unemployment is because of the mismatch between the employment available and the skills available. Okay. So those who are skilled are not working in those areas not according to his skill. Like an advocate who passed law graduate working in a workshop, okay, or an engineer running a tuition center, or a doctor running a grocery shop. So this mismatch between the skills and employment available in that country, in that area, that is what? Frictional unemployment. Sorry, not frictional, structural unemployment. Okay. So it because of the structural problems in the economy. Then disguised unemployment. More than needed capacity of laborers working in certain sectors. That is what? Disguised unemployment. In one shop, there is just 10 employees are required, but because lack of employment, a number of employees coming here and doing works. In the place of 10 employees, normally actually this 10 employees are needed, but 100 employees are working there. This situation is what? Disguised unemployment. Because of lack of employment opportunities, more than sufficient, more than needed capacity of employees are working in a firm, a sector. That is what? Disguised unemployment. Our agriculture sector is facing this problem. In agriculture sector, more than needed employees are working there. As you know, agriculture sector is providing around 70% to the GDP. But around 50% of the total working population is working in this agriculture sector. So, disguised unemployment is there in agriculture and allied sectors in the country. So, that's all. Here, the answer is, here the question is regarding Ram quitting from company X and he find jobs in company Y. So, 2 months he is unemployed. So, what kind of unemployment is this? It is frictional unemployment. Okay. The answer is option B, frictional unemployment, the job gap. Next question with reference to FTA inflow into India during 2021, consider the following statements. The topmost investor country in the same year is USA. Second statement, Maharashtra is the top recipient state during the financial year 2020-21 with 37% share of the total FTA equity inflows. Service sector has emerged as the top sector during financial year 2021. Which of the following statement given above is correct? It is a 3-statement question. Okay, so you can go for guesswork if you know the statements. The top, actually last year, India seen a drastic improvement in its FTA inflow. What is FTA? Foreign direct investment. That means a foreigner, a person in one country, a resident in one country, investing and taking the ownership of a firm, another country, with an objective to control the production distribution of that firm's activities. Okay, that is what FDI, foreign direct investment. Okay, a person in one country investing in another country's companies or firms. That is what FDI, and taking ownership, foreign direct investment. Okay, so this foreign direct investment is increased drastically last year. Around $82 billion is the FDI that flown into our country last year, that is 2020. It is around 10% increase comparing with 2019 and 50%, around $50 billion of its investment came as equity investment. That is the positive sign. Okay, so but a number of countries, investment from a number of countries flown to our country. Which is the largest investor of FTA in last year to our country? It is not USA, it is Singapore. Okay, Singapore. Singapore is the largest FDI investor in our country last year. Around 33% of the total FTA inflow came from Singapore, not from USA. US, even though it is largest economy in the world, USA in case of FTA inflow is second in our country. Around 23% I think is came from USA. And third, Mauritius. So by heart this top 3 investors, top 3 FTA investors in our country. First Singapore, second USA, third Mauritius. So the first statement is wrong. The statement is given the topmost investor country in the same year is USA. That is wrong. It is Singapore is the topmost investor. Here the question is asking for not correct. So the first statement is not correct. So we can pick the answer and eliminate option C which do not include option statement 1. Okay, so remaining A, B, D. Second, Maharashtra is the top recipient state during the financial year 2020-21 with 37% share of the FDI equity inflows. Actually not Maharashtra. The top recipient of FDI inflows are, first comes Gujarat. Gujarat received 37% of top total FDI inflows. Second, Maharashtra. Then third, with 27%. Third, Karnataka with 30%. So these are the top recipients of FDI in our country. So the second statement is also wrong. It is not Maharashtra, it is Gujarat. So the second statement is wrong. So you can eliminate option B2, which do not include option statement 2. So remaining A and D. Look at the third statement. Service sector has emerged as the top sector during financial year 2020-21. Actually, computer hardware and software sector received the top FDI last year. Around 44% of total FDI received by computer, hardware and software sector. Then second comes construction activities with 30% FDI inflows. Then service sector with just 8% FDI inflows. So the third statement is also wrong. So the answer is option D, 1, 2 and 3. Okay, that's all. Thank you.